What's good, y'all? It's EKM back with another podcast. Hey, you know, we on the road with it. We moving around. We in the car. We got another special guest with me, man. If you've been paying attention to the podcast, you already know who this is. He been on before.
Yes, sir. Yes,
High
sir.
praise, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite artists in the city.
Yes, sir.
We got June. We got June with me, June.MP3.
Yes, sir, man. It's
What's
good
going
to be back.
on?
I appreciate you getting me in here, bro.
Oh, for sure,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir. I
You've been
appreciate
putting in work, bro. Just since the last time I had you on, like, shit, you done dropped quite a bit of fucking music, bro. An EP, an album, a fucking single, all type of shit.
Man, you always got to keep it pushing out here, man.
Yeah.
It ain't really too much of a scene, so you got to really just make your own mark and do what you can to create a scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about all the shit you've been doing since the last time you came on. You had the album God Loves Ugly.
Man,
Yeah.
I had to get that out the way. I feel like I needed it. Like, I'm more like as a conceptual artist, so I feel like I had to get that out the way, like drop another conceptual album. And like what I'm doing next is like it's more thematic versus conceptual. So I had to get my more serious projects out there. Now I'm gonna have fun. We gonna be serious, of course. I'm still a serious nigga, but we gonna have a little more fun. So
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Man, I really fuck with the album. You know, like I said on the album of the year list and shit, it was on there, and it's like a similar style for you. It's what I expected, but at the same time, like you pushed a little bit different on there.
Yeah,
you had like some vocal inflections and a lot of shit that like
a lot of singy shit.
Yeah.
We got bro. Wait till y'all hear this new one. I got a new album on the way. It's called Heavy as the Head. And, This one is, bro. This one it's a lot of singy shit, but bear with me though. It's hard though. It's different. It's different. We pushing it in a new vein. I can't just rap to niggas for 40 bars, and I'm not at that level no more. I'm not doing that no more. So.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yes, sir.
Man, so we say your albums are a lot of time like kind of conceptual.
Yeah.
When it come to that, do you put albums together on purpose? Like, are you purposely sitting down thinking like I'm gonna make an album right now, or do you just like make a bunch of songs and it kind of forms?
Nah, my brain has to like know I'm putting these songs to something.
Okay.
Like I feel like I create the best when I know exactly what I'm doing, because my biggest thing is like intent.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know the intent of me making these songs and why I'm making them when I'm putting them together. And usually how my brain works, like when I'm writing the song, I gotta know what the concept of the song is and what the theme is. And it's kind of easier for me to write when I have something to go off of, when I have a theme, a main overarching theme or concept to go off of. So I have to know I'm making these songs for an album, or I'm making these songs for an EP. I'm not really a singles artist. Like, I don't know how to make a crazy single. Like, I usually just make my album, like, find a concept, find what I want to say, pick the concept, bring it together, and then I choose a single after, like, very, very last. And that's how I usually find it like that. I'm not really a singles artist, so I have to kind of make my shit. I have to know that I'm making my shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
How did you come up with the concept for God Loves Ugly? Like, what inspired that project?
Just some shit that, like, my grandma used to say, like, some old black southern shit, like, God don't like ugly, but, like, I was just in the mirror. It's like it's more of a self-reflection type of album. It's more deeper and more thematic, some shit to make niggas think. Like, I was just in the mirror and I was just thinking, like, man, they always say, like, you know, like, God. I'm a thinker, bro. So I was thinking, like, they be like, God don't like ugly, but he really love that shit. Like, everybody got their ugly ways, you know what I mean? So I was just like, man, God really loves the ugliness, like the good, the bad, everything. He love it all. So I just went and dived into that concept, and the album's me just exploring that, really shining a mirror on myself. And towards the end, at the end of the album, the closing track, Mirror, is me taking that mirror and just putting it back on other folks, putting it back on the listeners.
Yeah, that's dope. Man, where you get the cover art for that?
I made it.
Oh, you made that shit?
I make all my covers. I made that in class. I made that in school.
Yeah,
I made that last year. That was like junior year. I was just in art class and collage and putting that shit together.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. Okay, I was wondering about that shit.
Yeah.
You said you produce a lot of your tracks too?
Yes, sir.
That's tough.
It's a mix of like me just finding shit from the internet and usually when I find some shit, I still want to put my own flavor to it. So I add a few hi-hats. So I take it and I flip it. Or I do something cool with it, and it's just. I'm always producing everything. I mix, master, record everything out my room. So I do everything myself. I'm real DIY.
What you use? Like, what's your DAW?
GarageBand.
Okay.
GarageBand, everything.
See, that's crazy because you said that last week when I seen you, and that shit shocked me because I've been listening to your music for a long time and it always sound real good to me.
You can't tell.
Everybody hate on GarageBand.
You can't tell.
Hey, you pull that off, bro.
Man,
for real.
Bro, they always be like, you know, niggas be, you gotta have Pro Tools, you gotta have whatever you have, bro.
Yeah, you just gotta know what you're doing with it.
It's all about the info, bro. I've been using GarageBand since I was like 12 years old with this shit. I'm 18 now. I just been freaking it for years, and no one can tell. Niggas like, bro, you record this in Logic, or you record this in so-and-so Ableton? I'm like, nah, bro, this is all GarageBand. Just me teaching myself how to really use this. This shit is my instrument. Like, I can't play the piano yet. I can't play the drums yet. This is my instrument.
Yeah.
This is my voice. So
yeah. Man, you only get, so on the God Loves Ugly album, you only got one feature, and that's J37.
Yeah.
Talk about, like, how important is that feature on the album, and talk about y'all's relationship a little bit.
Man, I got some homies, they be hitting me here, and they be talking about, like, man, you got to do more features, and, bro, you got to hop on the features and shit. And I'll be, bro, it's just like me and Jay is like, that's my brother. Like, niggas be thinking I be lying. Bro, that's my blood brother. Like, we came up in the same house, same mama, same daddy, same pissy mattress. We shared a room until I was like 8 years old, 10 years old. Like, that's my brother. So he knows my vision. He knows exactly what I want to say on the record, and he knows how I want to execute. We damn near the same nigga in two different bodies. So he knows exactly where I want to go with the record, and he understands me. And I feel like it's easier for me to do a feature with niggas that I know, I can morally stand behind.
Yeah, I feel that.
Rather than like somebody that I don't really know too well.
Yeah. So
I had to throw him on there because he knows exactly what I wanted to say with this concept, and he took that song exactly where I wanted it to go. So.
Yeah, I feel that. Was one of you making music before the other?
Yeah. Jay been writing raps. This nigga Jay been writing raps since I was fucking 7 years old.
Okay, yeah.
It was since I could fucking remember it. I seen that nigga writing them. I thought they was cool, so I've been writing them my whole life, writing poems to start off in stories. Writing them my whole life, and then I eventually just start turning them into raps. And this nigga, he left for college and shit, and he came back, and the nigga found, I played on one of my songs. I was like, Jay, let me play you one of my songs, bro. Let me play you one of my songs. I was probably like 13 years old, 12, 13. He's like, nigga, songs, nigga, you making music? He came down there, and he seen like my first makeshift studio. I had the fucking bed against I had an old mattress like against the fucking wall. It was under the stairs. It was a little room off under the stairs of my old crib. Yeah. Some fucking ripped up panel pieces on them shit. Yeah. Some cheap ass mic from Amazon. It was like $20. I got my first MacBook. I got, my grandpa gave it to me, and like some cheap ass interface I found, and I played him that shit, and it was. Man, I was always cold with this rap shit. So it was hard. But it was so rough. Like, it was just, man, it was crazy. And so that nigga, he took it. He inspired me for sure, bro.
Yeah.
It's one of the first niggas I ever seen write a rap. Him and my unc's Scabby Leach.
Yeah. Y'all what type of music did you like grow up listening to?
The type of music I grew up listening to. You can hear it, bro. You can hear it in my music for sure. Outkast, a lot of Outkast. A lot of Drake 3000, my favorite rapper ever. A lot of Kendrick. A lot of Cole, DMX heavy, 50 Cent heavy. And then as, you know, you listen to what your parents listen to at first, but you get older, you get one of these, and you get your own earphones, and you start venturing out. So the older I got, I start getting the more alternative shit. You get your Bodie James, you get your Earls, you get your Mikes, your Mavis, you get all that shit. And I've always been a different nigga, so I always wanted to venture out to different genres. So I'm listening to this alternative shit. I'm in fucking 9th or 8th grade listening to fucking Lyra Pumic and fucking alternative new age music. And niggas like, this nigga weird. Yeah. So it's everything, bro. I'm all over the board with what I love. I really love music. So.
I think that show a lot about like your I don't even know what it is, like your actual love for the craft.
Man, I love music, like not just rap, and that's why niggas was like, man, you getting a little more singing, but this shit hard, but like, damn, where this shit come from, bro? I love music, bro. Like,
it's a lot of motherfuckers that make hip hop in the city that I feel like don't even love hip hop.
They don't even love. They just kind
of love what's cool at the moment.
They love what's cool about. They love the aura. Yeah. I hate that word, but they love the aura around rap. They love what comes with rap. They don't really love rap. Yeah. And they don't love music. It's really, I love music, bro.
Yeah. So I feel that for sure.
Hell yeah, man. I'm a music head, and I grew up in church, so them singies, that little inflection shit, that's gonna come out. Like, that's just June, you know. Yeah. So I gotta show who I am, bro. It's me. I gotta show it. So.
Nah, man. When I first started making music, like Must have been like 2 years ago now here in town.
Yeah.
And you know, I went to the studio and I recorded I think like 3 tracks on some YouTube Alchemist type beats.
Yep.
And I recorded them, started showing them to people. I got the same response from everybody, like, oh yeah, bro, it's cool, but like this shit kind of weird. Like, oh, it ain't got no drums. Like, I got the same response from fucking everybody. So after that, I just went on a run with some little trap music and shit, cause I was like, that's what people fucking with here. Yeah. Nobody fuck with what I fuck with here. And then I seen you one day. I seen you performing at, I think it was Monica House, long ass time ago.
Oh yeah, that was probably my first few shows.
Yeah.
Monica House, I was playing that shit 14, bro.
I gotta give you credit, cause shit, I pulled up to that shit, and you was for real the first artist I think I heard where I was like, damn, this motherfucker rap the way I'm trying to rap. Like this, it's actually somebody out here who fuck with like different shit.
Who fuck with the shit.
Not just on the, no disrespect, cause I fuck with everybody. Everybody know I fuck with a lot of artists in the city, but you know, it's a lot of shit that be sounding the same.
Yeah.
When I heard you, it was the first time I was like, oh shit, it's a different pocket here I didn't know about. And you made me dive in like so much deeper than I already was.
I grew up with just different type. I grew up with just like soulful, ghetto niggas, soulful hood niggas, soulful niggas who would still bust your head. So I just grew up a little weirder. Like, I just grew up with weird, different, quirkier people. And we take different interests in different things. So I gotta showcase who I am, bro. I can only give you my truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't give you anything else than where I come from and who I am. And I gotta show that. If you turn on the June.MP3 album, you gotta know that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I gotta put on. The trap shit cool, and I love that shit. That's what I'm bumping 97% of the time. Trap shit. But, you know, I want to give you a different soundscape, something different to look to. I want you to turn this on and be like, I don't know nobody who sounds like this nigga.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
This nigga hard, and I don't know who sounds like this. I don't want you to be able to put a finger on who I sound like.
Yeah.
I want you to turn me on and you hear 40 different other trap artists. Like, it's dope, but that's just not my pocket. That ain't my vein, so I can't hop in that bag. Or I can make a hard trap song, but
yeah.
I want to give you something different. Give you a different flavor.
Yeah. Man, you also dropped that EP this year. I want to tell you about it.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about that. How did that come together?
I wanted to give him a little, I had to hit him with the little 1-2 punch. I had to drop God Loves Ugly, and then they was like, June, come on, bro, let's give me some more. And I had a few leftover songs from that shit, so I was put them together and reworked some shit, and found it really started with a record on there that's called what's that shit called, bro? Solid Ground. That song, I made that song as a sophomore. I made that song, I was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
And I found that song, and I was like, bro, I'm finna give these niggas another punch. Like, I need to really let these niggas know what I'm still trying to say. That's why I want to tell you about it. So I put it more together and turned to a little 5-song EP and put that shit out. Yeah. I wanted to give them a little something to what I'm bringing them now, which is a whole new world with the new album. So,
hey, I know you got to be tired of hearing it, because I would be, but, bro, the fact that you so young is crazy.
Bro, yeah.
Like, for real. Not only just, like, your lyricism and your like we say, your albums are so cohesive and everything, so thought out. That's crazy for your age, but on top of that, man, you talking about making music when you was 14, 15. I wasn't doing shit. Like, it took me until my 20s to give a fuck about life.
Yeah.
Like, for you to even be on track and know what you're doing, that's such a blessing, man.
Yeah, man.
That's so crazy.
I think God just blessed me to have the vision of what I was going to do early. Because before music, I didn't know what the fuck I was going to. I went through the same shit every little nigga go through. I wanted to hoop. I wanted to play football. I wanted to do this, and football is what I was doing for a minute, but I started getting my noodle cooked a little too much, nigga. Get too many concussions. I was like, man, my pops was like, nah, bro. I got 3 concussions in 1 month. They was like, fuck no.
Shit.
And nah, man. But the only thing that I had ever been doing through my whole life consistently that I just noticed at an early age, I feel like it's what you notice that you've been doing consistently. Yeah. I feel like you got one thing you always do consistently that you're decent at, and you just got to notice it. And I just noticed it at an early age, and it was writing.
Yeah.
So I just took it more serious. I just noticed it at an early age and caught that shit.
When did that develop into, like, making your own beats and engineering and everything?
Man, so that was a whole nother process, because, like, it was no money, and still now it ain't no money backing me except for the money that I put into it. So I got my first MacBook from my pawpaw, some old shit he had back when he lived in Chicago, and he gave me this Mac just out of nowhere. I went to his house one day. I was like, Pop, you got this Mac? He gave me this Mac, old ass Mac. It was like probably a 2011 fucking MacBook. It was old as shit. I got that back in
MacBooks. They
fat
thick
as
hell.
fuck. Man, he gave me that shit back in what was that? Probably like 2019, 2020 pandemic time.
Yeah.
I was like 7th grade. I just went on GarageBand one day. My brother was he was in Dallas. I grew up in Dallas. I was born in Wichita, North Side, grew up in Dallas.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was back in Dallas out in college, living his life. Nigga turned into a rock star. This nigga down there making beats and shit. I thought this nigga was the coolest nigga, and we was on the phone every day, and I was just talking. I was like, bro, what you be using to make them beats? Like, I really like this rap shit, and like, but I didn't tell him I was doing it.
Yeah.
He sent me, he was like, bro, I just use GarageBand, bro. I just use GarageBand, use them sounds off there. My mind, I don't know what the fuck GarageBand is.
Yeah.
So I go take the MacBook, I open it, I click on GarageBand, I just start playing with the loop section in there. There's a loop section in there. I just start going through loops and just start bringing shit together.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I just opened up a whole nother door. And then I figured out how to put vocals on it. Bought my first mic. I still got my first microphone at the house right now. Some fucking USB plug-in mic. It's some goofy shit. Bought my first microphone. Learned how to make vocals on there. Spending... Nigga, I went to YouTube University, nigga. Learning how to do everything through YouTube, bro.
Ain't nothing more frustrating either.
Man, learning how to do everything through YouTube. Fucking it up. Man, I want this to sound like this. I want this to sound like this.
Yeah.
Going through YouTube, I spent hours and hours and hours. My 10,000 hours, I put that shit on YouTube. Just learning how to mix and cut and edit and chop and do this and do that. And to the point where I feel like there ain't nothing on GarageBand I don't know how to do. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Sure.
To the point I done upgrade myself. I got a real studio in my room now, like for real. So
yeah,
it's a long process. I've been building since I was probably 12, 11.
Man, that shit hard.
Yeah, man.
I be wanting to learn how to produce. I just started that shit a little bit. I got a couple like collab beats with the homie Dutch, but that shit tough.
Man, it's a process, bro. It's a working process for real. You gotta be dedicated to it. But it didn't feel like work.
Yeah,
so you know it's really your passion. It didn't feel like work.
Yeah.
It feel like something I'm getting better at. Not the better and more better I done got at it. I done got so good I didn't even realize how good I got. It just feel like second nature, you know?
Yeah. I fuck with all my local producers. I got a lot of local producers I'm tapped in with, but I be
Wzrd Mac hard. Wzrd Mac hard.
Wzrd go crazy.
That nigga hard. I seen you shouted him out. Didn't he do that Memphis shit back to Memphis? What did he do?
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Wzrd
Mac hard, bro. Wzrd Mac hard.
He the sample god.
Yeah, that nigga hard, man. That nigga hard.
Everybody, the producers all got their styles that they fuck with. And me, like, I fuck with all of their beats, but every once in a while I'll be trying to hop on, like, I'm a sucker for them beats that, like, Alchemist, even like a motherfucker like Nick Craven, Harry Fraud.
Yeah, them darker chops, them darker sample chops.
Man, it just be
shits.
sample chops. It don't even necessarily got to have no drums.
Mm-hmm.
Producers hate when I come to them with that shit. Because, bro, Wzrd, Soho, all of them, they'll load up a sample, and I'm like, that's it. Don't do nothing else.
Don't
to the
do
beat.
nothing.
That's it's
very like minimalistic on some Kanye, on some Rock Marciano shit.
Yeah, I love that shit.
That shit hard, bro.
Yeah,
shit hard. It's different. It's. I don't know. It's something that just feels real and raw about just rapping over a sample. Like, man, my first album, A Far Away From Home, is just mostly sample based, bro. It's mostly sample based until I just started evolving. I was like, let me take it a little bit more. And even now, some shit I do some sample based shit every once in a while. Yeah, but like,
man, that Basement Tales you got is like a Wichita.
Based.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs to come out this city for real.
Yeah, that's sample based, bro.
Yeah, that shit goes crazy.
Made that shit at 15 with Jay. We just got that shit out the way. We got that shit out the way.
Yeah. Man, what's some of your like favorite producers? It could be famous like shit.
The older I get, I'm more into like niggas who really be playing instruments, bro. I really like Robert Glasper. I really love Robert Glasper.
That's hard.
Terrence Martin is hard. Andre 3000, of course, that's hard. Yeah. You got to throw Ye and Pharrell in there. Come on, that's classics. Fuck, bro. When niggas be putting you on the spot, it be hard for you to think. Alchemist, of course. Alchemist is fire. My nigga Jay 37. Come on. That nigga hard, bro. And I seen this nigga really put shit together with nothing. Yeah. Like, nigga, we was in a room. He had nothing to make sound with. And he done made a sound.
Yeah, that's hard.
And, bro, that nigga, he hard. So, you got to throw it in there. I always got to throw my niggas who ain't really have shit in there. So, I seen it.
I gotta tap in with both of y'all on some production for the WichitaPromo album.
For sure.
I already been saying I'm trying to get y'all like rapping on there, but I need to get some production too. That'd be tough.
Yeah, throw us on there. Just tell whatever you need, whatever vibe you need, bro. I'm always chopping some shit. I'm always making music. I feel bad when I ain't writing, so I'm always writing and doing some shit, even if I ain't using it. Yeah, so.
Was there any like one album or artist or anything as a kid that really like sparked inspiration?
3K. 3 Stacks.
Yeah.
I gotta throw 3 Stacks on there. 3 Stacks. Shmino. Shmino's on there.
Shmino. He gets slept on like around here.
Super slept on. Super. And I don't know why. That's a Midwest nigga. You know, Midwest. We gotta stay together as a region. We ain't really known in hip hop too much, so we gotta stay together as a region. But Shmino for sure. Earl. A lot of Earl Sweatshirt, bro.
Yeah.
Just the nigga who taught me actually how to rap. R.I.P. Capital Steez. He taught me how to rap.
Yeah. What?
That nigga taught me how to rap.
That's
My first raps was over like Capital Steez and Joey Badass beats.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
So those niggas just, and Kendrick, a lot of Kendrick. Lots of Kendrick. So
what you think about this run Kendrick on this year?
It's dope. I wasn't a big fan of GNX, but it's dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. It was GNX was a little different. Maybe it had to grow on me. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but Kendrick is fucking Kendrick. Like,
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I think if I was gonna rank GNX in like a scale of Kendrick's discography, it's like in the middle for me. It's not. It's not one of my favorites, but it's got some cool little bangers on it. I fuck with it.
I like it. It's a few songs on there that smack. It's just not my favorite Kendrick album. Like this, nigga, like Kendrick just, bro. I love OD.
What you think is
Kendrick.
the best Kendrick album?
Oh shit, bro.
Cause that's like for real a debate. People will argue about a couple.
Section 80 probably.
Yeah.
Just from the childhood memory. Section 80, he spiteful chant and all that shit on there.
Yeah.
And that old kid, bro, that Section 80 album is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's my shit. He BJ Chicago Kid on there. What was that song? Fuck, I forgot the name of that song, but it go one ride to it, cause you never know when the bullet might hit, then you die to it. That nigga Kendrick, the Section 80 is probably my favorite Kendrick album right now. It fluctuate. He one of them artists where it fluctuate for you.
Yeah.
So that shit fluctuate, but it's been Section 80 for the last few months.
Yeah.
The shit is just amazing, bro. It's amazing.
Kendrick, at least I'm 25. In my lifetime, Kendrick is the only person I can think of outside maybe like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
That like in their prime run, people was already calling them the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like, that's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
For them to be dropping like, I feel like when he was dropping like Good Kid, Mad City, motherfuckers was already jumping out saying he the greatest of all time, which is crazy.
I remember that around that
time. That's pretty early.
Bro, I was like, when Kendrick first came out, nigga, that was the first music I was really like in the world really introduced to besides my parents. And like we was rolling around Dallas, my uncle picking me up every Friday. Nigga, spark up and turn some Kendrick on the way to his crib.
Yeah.
And like I remember the first time I ever heard Sherane, Master Splinter, we was rolling in Dallas nighttime with the lights on. I was like, this nigga is so hard, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. So Kendrick is a fucking GOAT though. He's fucking Kendrick. Like Kendrick could drop 100 albums that it ain't really for me, and he still like the body of work he put out thus far is just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
nigga got Section 80 in his catalog, Good Kid, Mad City. Then he dropped fucking The Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on,
man. What you say you working on another album right now, and it's got a lot of like singing vibes. It's real different.
Yeah.
What brought that together? What made you want to do that?
Just evolving my style. Like I feel like none of my albums sound like the previous one. I don't think 2501 don't sound like A Far Away From Home.
Yeah, facts.
God Loves Ugly don't sound like 2501. Heavy as the Head ain't gonna sound like God Loves Ugly.
Yeah.
And I just think Heavy as the Head is kind of a culmination of all of the great things I done thus far into this one, more mature from the standpoint I'm at now. Like I made them albums when I made my first album, like really working on it when I was 14, 15. I'm 18 now, so just kind of bringing all those things together and playing with all those different ideas and playing with the idea that's like, all right, bro, it's kind of my first step into the real world. It's like, you 18, it's go time. You gotta go. It's you get the fuck out time. So just playing with them ideas, bro, and just bringing them from a more mature angle that I'm from now. So
yeah, I feel that.
Trying to sing a little bit, trying to show a little different side, show a different side of June. Cause I can rap, but I can do everything else too,
Yeah, I feel that. You got merch?
No.
Yeah.
I need to get some merch.
Yeah.
I need to get some merch, bro. I gotta get some merch because I know some niggas who would they go crazy for the for some June.MP3 merch. We got the Force from Fire shit though. You know that's in the skin.
Sure. Yeah.
We got the Force from Fire shit. So my nigga Jay get that up and running. That will be the merch probably more than likely. So
yeah, for sure. That's what's up. Man, I know you. It's been a little while now. It was during the summer, but I know. Didn't you perform at the Elsewhere Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that go? What was that like? I didn't get to pull up. I was out of town for that shit.
Beautiful. My first time ever performing with a live band. Them shits made me sound like
what? I didn't even know you did that. That's
that was a live band. We was with the Jose Estrada crew, and I know my nigga Benji, the bass. He was a bass player, crazy.
Yeah.
My nigga Jalen, the drummer, he just did some cool shit. The drummer for the group, the drummer from my nigga Jalen, that nigga played some. He's did this old track. He just reworked the old track, some live arrangements with my nigga Tanoa out in Florida. And they just did some live arrangements over some old ass verse I did for Tanoa that's hard.
Yeah.
So that shit really, man, I was there. That shit was crazy. Like, we was performing right before D-Smoke went on.
Yeah, that's fire.
We went back for free. And, nigga, we went and see Vince Staples and Killer Mike. We was opening for Vince Staples and Killer Mike. I'm 17.
I was so upset I had to miss that shit.
Man, that shit was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was ridiculous. Then we went over with the white folk and we started raving. That shit was hard, nigga. That shit was hard.
Yeah, that was a huge moment for the city, for real.
Man, that was a huge moment for me. My name was in the mall and shit.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was huge for the city, but I was like, man, this shit is crazy.
You was on billboards for that shit.
Yeah, they had us on a billboard going down 35. Nigga, 135. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this shit is crazy. At that point, I was like, I'm only 3 years in, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I started this shit 12, 13. I'm 17 at that time. I'm 18 now, but it's like, bro, this shit is ridiculous. This shit is crazy. Then we went through the fucking rehearsals, and I was just killing shit. I was like, this is crazy. This is my first time with a live band. Like, no backtrack. Crazy. No, not even a fucking beat. I don't rap over my vocals, but no backtrack at all.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
That shit had me excited for everybody that was on it, because I'll say it out of my mouth. I know a lot of people was upset about that show for multiple different reasons. Some of them just jealousy about, I'm not on it and shit.
I don't get that shit.
Hating shit. Some of it because of who ran it and shit.
Right.
I understand all of it, but at the same time, like, we don't get opportunities like that in this city.
Man, and that's the whole goal.
That shit is so crazy,
bro. That's the whole goal. I thought that's the whole goal of the 100%. City is to put more eyes and shine a light on the scene of the city.
For sure.
I don't get the jealousy and the crab in the bucket mentality, but I mean,
yeah, that shit's crazy, bro.
Man, people got their own disposition. You gotta let people be. You gotta let people be people, my nigga.
Yeah, motherfuckers, they be quick to jump to hating here, when in reality, there's two ways you can be jealous.
Right.
Everybody deal with jealousy. But if you see a motherfucker in the city that you feel like is doing some shit that you feel like you should be in that spot, you can either be the bitch that start hating and kill your relationship with him, or you can be like, oh, June doing some cool shit right now. Let me link up with June. I gotta work with him. Let me see, because he doing some shit.
Right.
Like, that's really the move for it. And enough people ain't been taking that route in the city lately.
Man, I don't get jealous. I get blessed, bro. I just get blessed for the shit that I got. And if I feel like, man, I need to be on that stage too. Like, I'm great. Let me be on that stage.
Yeah.
My nigga, put in the work and pray.
Hey, you can perform your ass off too. I done seen you perform a lot of times. You're a real good performer, bro.
I appreciate it. I engage the crowd. I don't rap no backtrack. Everything I do is me. Only backtrack come in is for the hooks.
Yeah, that's just real important for, like, I know people think that's hating shit too. Some of y'all, it's cool when y'all perform with a backtrack. If you got like a certain type of like trap song and shit, I don't give a fuck if it's a backtrack. That's cool. If you at Fever in the club, like, I expect you to do that. But when you make a certain type of music, like, I don't want to hear God Loves Ugly with a backtrack. I want to hear you rap that shit.
You want to hear me rap. You want to hear the passion that I have. I don't want to. I don't want
too much emotion and like real shit in that. Man, I need to hear that.
And when you come to a June show to see June perform, you don't come to the June show to see June fucking play the song that I made in the studio. You want to see me give you that live emotion, I'm gonna give you that. I started rapping with a backtrack at my shows. I started rapping at a backtrack at 15. I think it was we was doing ICT Fest. Matthew Wzrd, I think that was still when Matthew Wzrd one of them niggas was still running it. It was before the cookie store and them niggas started running it. But I was doing it at 15. My nigga Flemmy was like, hey, this shit was amazing. Only suggestion is, do not rap with a backtrack. Give them that raw emotion. You make that raw music. Give them that raw emotion. Give them you. If you sing whatever, give it to you raw. Give it to them raw, my nigga. Don't give it to them, bro. Don't rap with no backtrack. So
Yeah.
I took that info and I ran with it, my nigga, for real. And I never looked back. I wanted to give him that raw emotion, the way I recorded it, and just give it to him in a live atmosphere. And so I do that. And I do my best to perform my ass off, bro. Engage the crowd and do what I can, bro, for sure.
Yeah, you call with it for sure, man.
Yes, sir.
When have you performed out of state at all yet?
Not yet. I'm looking.
Yeah, okay.
Anybody who want to get me on an out-of-state show, bro, hit me up, bro. I'm looking for sure. I think that shit'll
go crazy for you, bro, because, like I say, you a cold performer, and you get love in the city and shit.
Yeah.
But the city only gonna show so much love.
And
That's just the way your city is. That's everybody's city.
Right.
Because I hear the same thing from the homies in Texas and shit. They say the same thing. Your city just don't show you that much love because you from there.
Right.
But when you leave,
right.
You go perform in Houston right now, you go perform in Atlanta right now or some shit, they gonna take you so serious.
Man.
They gonna fuck with you so crazy.
Man, and I gotta see what that's about, because Wichita it's a dope city, and I love the city I was born in. Nigga, I'm a Wesley baby. I'm Central Hillside. I love the city I was born in, but it's the scene here is so like it's not really much of a scene here.
Yeah.
So you could do every show. Like I done did pretty much every venue here except for like Barleycorns, because I was, and you can't. They won't even let you in if you're not 21. So I done did every venue except for that one. And you can do every venue, and you're not really gonna be the biggest nigga in the city. It's just, man, you got to just keep going. So I want to do an out-of-state show. I want to start hitting them out-of-state shows. Now that I'm 18, I definitely want to start hitting them out-of-state shows.
Yeah,
Oklahoma, just the surrounding areas around here. So
you've been working long enough in the city. You got to be getting about to the point where I felt like I was. People call it the ego, whatever they want to do. I be turning down shows in Wichita at this point, because I got to the point where I started going to show after show after show, and no matter who threw it, I started realizing I'm on stage looking out to 30, 40, 50 motherfuckers that I already know.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here looking around like, what am I leaving with?
Yeah.
It's not one new fan I'm walking away with.
You putting on the show for the niggas who love you already, which is cool, but you always trying to gain.
I could do that once, twice a year.
Right.
I don't need to be doing that shit all the time. I got my reps in. I done did over 50 shows in the city.
I think the last show I did was at Kirby's for ICT Fest.
Yeah.
And I just realized like I was just like, man, I need to. I haven't had an ego moment. I haven't turned down any show in the city that I haven't ever turned down any show. I done did every single one thus far, but I was like, man, I need something bigger.
Yeah.
Like I want to strive for bigger, because at the end of the day, nigga, my main objective with this shit is I don't want to be the biggest artist in the world, but I want to be able to take this shit where I can feed my family and support myself.
Yeah.
And stand on my feet, like, and really do this shit.
Yeah.
Independently.
Man, I feel that. I think a lot of the artists you named earlier, I say all the time. Me personally, with my personality, I think that route of like the Bodie James Mike type of career, like that's perfect.
Man, that's
not
the
necessarily
shit
like a household name. Like they can go outside, but
like
they
a Vince Staples,
money, bro.
Like a Vince Staples.
Yeah.
Nigga got a Netflix show,
That
but this nigga
hard.
can go to Walmart. That's what I want to be. That's what I be
with
saying.
that.
Niggas be like, bro, what do you want to do? Nigga, I want to be a Walmart rapper. Not a nigga who actually rapping for Walmart, but a nigga who like, I'm big enough to where, hey, that's June.
Yeah.
I can live my life, but I can also fuck around and go to Walmart with my mama and still go get some groceries or some shit. Like I can still pop in fucking Tads and go give me a little combo. So I still want to be able to do what the fuck I can do, but I still want to be known for my craft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, man, it's just a mix of that shit, bro. I actually just want to be wherever God placed me.
Yeah.
And he know what's in my heart, and he know what I'm striving towards. So wherever he take me is where I need to be, you know.
I feel that. I know you said you spent some time in Dallas. If you could perform anywhere in the country right now, where would you go?
Shit. Probably somewhere down south.
Yeah.
Somewhere down south. Growing up down there, it's just a different type of feeling down there. So I would probably go hit up one of them shows down there, either in Texas, either in Dallas, or probably somewhere in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And see, try to go get one of them crowds. I don't know. That vibe, like the last time I went to Atlanta, just that vibe there that's like, just everything feel like a big family. It's a vibe that's missing in Wichita. Everything down there feels like a big ass family. Like everybody, it feel like one big ass neighborhood. Like everybody know everybody on some love type of shit.
Yeah, that's real.
So here it just kind of feel like I love my city, but here it kind of feel like they got their own branch and their own clique here, and their own clique there, and their own clique here. So it's like I'll probably go down there. Go down there and see what them crowds is talking about, because I really want to do a show in Dallas or Houston area for sure. Yeah, for shit show. So down there.
Promoters, reach out for sure. I know I got some people in Houston that be watching.
Tap me in. And I don't even charge. I won't even charge. I just do it off the love of the game. I do all my shit pro bono.
Yeah. Yeah, man. How do you think, you say you've been making music for fucking long ass time now, for real?
Yeah, 4 years,
how you think everything's like evolved since the start? Obviously the quality since you learned how to like mix and all that type of shit.
Just me and my mindset and like the way that I approach a record. Yeah. That's just the vibe, man. To watch that evolve, like I was just listening to some of my old unreleased first shits. Yeah. And I was just like, man, this shit is beautiful, bro. And man, you just look up and you don't even realize like how far you done really came on some shit. Yeah. And I just looked up and I was just like, bro, this shit is ridiculous. This shit is beautiful how far I done came. Just my approach on a record, just even how I approach a record, or I'll start a record, or my interest to a record, or just like me becoming more comfortable with just my melodies or my singing, or just trusting my ideas, bro. Or just how I premeditate a record. Like I say, I'm real thoughtful and up here with how I want to, or what I want to say and how I want to say it and how I want to get it across to the listener. And like God Loves Ugly, I would have never been able to make that at fucking 14. Yeah. But I was able to make it at 17. Or Heavy Is the Head, the album I'm making now, I would never be able to make that last year for God Loves Ugly, but I'm able to make it now. So just how I approach, bro, that's been the main thing on my ideas and me getting older, and how I approach it is that's been a main evolution that I've seen, for real.
I feel that. Yeah. Man, I don't think I got too many more questions. I do want to ask, like I said, I want to get you on this WichitaPromo album rapping, and I would like to get some production from you. Yeah. Is there anybody, and if not, you don't got to say no names because I know how that be. Is there anybody that you would like to collab with in the city that you haven't yet? It could be even somebody you want to produce for, any of that type of shit.
Bro, I hit XV not too long ago. He liked the message. But I really want to do a song with XV. I fuck with XV. And he shouted me out.
I ain't even going to lie to you. I ain't going to spoil too much or nothing, but I'm trying to make that happen for sure. I ain't even gonna lie.
I fuck with XV. I'm trying to get that shit. I'm trying to get that shit working. It's XV, my nigga Laylo. Yeah. Me and Tangerine, for the album I have now, we actually was in his studio cooking up not too long ago. Yeah. And you'll see that because I have a documentary coming out of how I made this album process.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, I've been filming clips on my camera. I do everything. So I just filming the clips while I'm making the music and shit, and we putting them together. So Tangerine, I definitely am going to hop on some production from Tangerine. I want that shit for sure. Yeah. Laylo, XV, and that's really it, bro.
That's crazy that you
Hippie
say
K.
that. Okay, yeah.
Hippie K hard.
For sure, yeah.
Hippie K hard, bro. I heard a few Hippie K songs that I'm like, man, I want to hop on this shit and really rap with this nigga for real.
Yeah, he be working. He be working.
Hard. He got a few smacks, bro.
Yeah, I be around Hippie enough to know like how much he doing this shit. Yeah. Hippie might be in the booth more than damn near anybody I ever seen. That motherfucker crank out music.
And then got that part, bro. He had a song. He did a show that I did at I was probably like 16 at Monica House. He did a show that I did. And he had a song. The production on the song was just that production, it moved me. And it moved me in a way that I know. I was like, oh, this shit has moved me to go right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm fucking around in the back of the show writing. Yeah. I got off stage and I'm in the back of the show on my notes app going crazy, just however I can get to it. So I'm like, yeah, we need to do something.
Yeah, that's dope for sure.
Was hard.
Yeah, I definitely have to figure something out on that. I know it's crazy that you said that first combo because I think I have just the way I try to organize it, I think with the albums, I'm really just going to end up making 100+ songs, and it's going to turn into multiple WichitaPromo albums over time. Mm-hmm. But the way I was like organizing all that, I got everybody sending me beats, and I got this one pack from I think it's Soho and Sad Boy Chris, if I remember right.
Yeah.
They sent me a beat with a bunch of laid back ass beats in a pack. And they was real smooth. And I think I got 2 or 3 songs that I wrote down. I be writing down the names under it. Mm-hmm. I literally wrote down XV, June.MP3, and Laylo on like 3 or 4 songs.
And I do that.
So that's
too.
crazy.
That's a 3-way in the city that the city need. I'm not really too tapped. I'll just be tapped in with me and what I be got going on in the city. But the niggas that I love in the city, I really fuck with them. So, man, XV let me know for sure. Laylo let me know.
Yeah, it's gonna happen for sure.
Tangerine, we definitely gonna work. You know, Tangerine, that's my boy. So
Man, I haven't tapped in with Tangerine yet. I met him in,
he hard.
like I know Tangerine, but I need to get some beats because his beats is crazy.
He hard, nigga. We was in his studio,
Yeah,
working on nigga fucking machine, bro. That shit is ridiculous. That nigga be going crazy.
I don't even know like what his discography is. Like I don't know what he's produced for who in the city, but I know he produced $10 and Talk to Me by Lilo Holmes.
Yeah.
And that's two of my favorite beats ever in this city.
Yeah, he be the man.
Damn, that shit go
Tangerine
crazy.
he's fucking like the way he just approach a track. You know, approaches. I just was talking about approach. The way he even approached the production is crazy. So Tangerine hard.
Yeah,
and
hard for sure.
you gonna fuck around and catch probably a Tangerine beat on my new album or two, because the vibe.
That's tough.
This new album is gonna be the best June album for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Heavy as the head.
Yeah, man. Tangerine, hit me up. I need
sir.
some beats. Tangerine hard. For sure. I've been needing to tap in. Man, I don't think I got any more questions. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Nah, just look out for new June material. Heavy as the head coming soon. I ain't got a date. We knocking the final kinks out, then the final mixes. We doing some sequencing. So Heavy as the head. Go follow me on all social medias. JEN or JNE.MP3 on IG.
Yeah.
And then just June.MP3 everywhere else. So you can find me YouTube everywhere. I got it.
Hey, shit, hit me up like a week before it drops. We'll get another one in.
Yes,
Promote
sir.
This shit for sure.
For sure. We're going to get that out the way.
I appreciate you for coming through and doing this, man, for real.
I appreciate it, family, for getting me in.
Shit, one more question just to end it off. I like to ask anybody who, whether they from Wichita, spend a lot of time here, put people onto some local spots. And it could be anything from food, clothes, music, anything at all you fuck with in the city.
Knockout Sneaker Boutique downtown. They hard. They got
Shout
the YGB shit in there. I want a model for one of your shows. Bro, what's the nigga?
The YBG.
Hell yeah. Bro, what's the nigga name? I be seeing him, bro. Who run YBG? I wanted to model one of his shows.
His name like Mark something.
Mark, bro. Hit me up, my nigga. I want to model in your next little fashion show. Them shits be hard. I seen the last one. That shit was hard. I want to get in.
Yeah.
They be hard. Knockout Sneaker Boutique. That's the spot downtown. They hard.
Yeah.
Taz is hard. Fishing more. That's good food. That's good eating.
Yeah.
Shit, not too many places. I'm a homebody. I really be in the crib. Every place I'm in the city is with my family. So yeah, we kind of keep it basic, bro.
I feel it, man. Shit, I'll make sure I put in all your work, all your socials, and everything in the description, so it's easy to find you.
And I appreciate you getting me in one more time, bro.
For sure, bro. For sure. Shit, like I said, let me know when you trying to come in again. We'll promote some more shit, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Yeah, 31620. What you know about it, nigga?
Yeah. Hey.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. Shit. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all for watching.
Yes,
That's
sir.
another episode.